just to follow on Anthony's question a little bit, kind of on the run that you were on, did you notice as the season progressed that you became more and more a part of the scouting reports of the teams that you were going against, and now that other teams that are going to face you have had kind of 3 or 4 months to digest the way that you were playing against a lot of them, do you expect changes in the way that you're guarded going forward?
Yeah, definitely changes as the season went on, for sure. I think that kind of coincided with my role as my role kind of started to shift. And I alluded to it earlier, but that was for a variety of reasons, guys coming in and out of the lineup, me having stretches where I was shooting the ball well. So I definitely saw myself become a little bit more of a priority in terms of defenses. But you also, you kind of got to learn to expect that whenever you kind of go on a run or start making shots. Obviously, a defense's first reaction is going to be, how can we slow this down? So I'm definitely expecting to see something different and just additional focus and attention. But, it's going to be on me, obviously, to be more creative, as well as, I'm also okay with if a defense wants to try to take me out and that allows us to play 4-on-4, I'm more than willing to do that as well. So obviously, whatever it takes to help us win.
Well, notice, just a quick follow on that. We noticed, just looking at the numbers this year, that you were very, very efficient as a finisher also when you did get those opportunities. Is that a part of your game that you think you can build out a little bit more as teams start to try to take away what you typically do best?
I'm definitely always working to try to expand my game. That's for sure. And this kind of stretch has allowed for a unique opportunity to do that, particularly before a playoff run. Normally that wouldn't be able to be possible. I did finish at a high level in terms of efficiency. It wasn't with, extreme volume, I would maybe say. And I necessarily wasn't taking the most difficult shots around the rim. But yeah, obviously it's going to require me to get more creative as teams work to try to take away what it is that they know I want to do, which is shoot threes. So I'm always eager and interested to hear feedback from our staff on how I can be more effective as an offensive and defensive player. And I definitely think finishing is one area where I can continue to improve.
For all the games played this season, you finished with the highest true shooting percentage for all shooters with volume, and all the next seasons after that are just a bunch of Steph Curry seasons. So it's an understatement to say how important you are for this team. Do you feel like you can keep up that hot shooting rate? And do you feel like that, your young legs kind of help you out in this type of situation where you've had 3 months and you kind of just got to get back in rhythm?
I certainly think I'm capable. I've also learned throughout my career that, hot streaks and slumps you can't always necessarily control, and that they kind of rear their head. And you can do all the right things and take care of everything on your end, but sometimes the ball doesn't go in. So obviously, I think I'm capable of maintaining that and continuing to shoot at a high level. I've also learned not to expect to just make shots. Obviously, I have to do all the little things to prepare myself for these opportunities. And yeah, I think that these types of settings, obviously, we're going to have to be playing probably every other night. Young legs is definitely a factor. Some people on our staff would maybe argue that I don't have the young legs, despite the fact this is only my second year in the NBA. I like to be given a hard time for that, but we'll see, man. I'm excited for the challenge. Whatever it's going to be in terms of what our schedule is, it'll pose a great challenge.